Yeah, second gear. Oh, banana spider right in the face. Shoot. Let me look, make sure there's not one on the helmet. Welcome back, everybody. I'm coming up to Burwell Road and Cortez Boulevard, otherwise known as State Road 50. Whoops. Otherwise known as Stall Your Bike. Otherwise known as State Road 50 in Brooksville, Ridge Manor. Excuse the wind noise for a minute. I wanted to come up here because the other day I had seen a trail going into the woods that I've not explored before. And I think it might be an interesting trail to take, because most of the time when I come up here, I'm coming down a trail that's, it's a street, effectively. But yeah, this one right here. I don't know where this is gonna go or what the terrain's gonna be like. I gotta open up my... and the other problem is it's raining. It wasn't raining when I left my house. This is about 6 miles from where I live. So, that only concerns me because I do not have a waterproof case on the back of my GoPro. Because of the setup that I use to record audio, I need access to it with my finger. So I got one of those cases that's got some of the grooves cut into it. So anyway, hopefully I've come in behind the rain, the heavy part, anyhow. And I can explore this trail a little bit. I gotta stand up, this is rough. There's a lot of rocks in here. It looks like somebody's come in here and made this with a vehicle. Cut down stuff and just run through it. Because it's in really rough condition. A lot of rocks in it, a lot of roots. But it's not one that I've been on. So, I thought it might be interesting to see where it goes. They're probably just gonna come out to one of the main trails in here. And that's fine. It's just a different scenery. I've come upon some of these trails in the past in different locations where, people have been up here hunting and they kind of just went off the marked trails, made their own. Maybe they got a good spot. Maybe they had to go back and get a deer out. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but every once in a while I'll come across this kind of trail and I'll ride it, and they go usually for a good bit, and then they'll stop without any indication of why. That looks like that might be some wetland there. Not like federally protected wetland or anything, but like swamp wetland. You find a lot of that in Florida anyway. And with some of those fence posts that I'm looking at, it might also be private property. So this trail is skirting along the edge of the, I think this is Withlacoochee State Forest here. I wouldn't be surprised if you even see this come across the railroad tracks. So this trail, I'm able to ride it in second gear. If I went down to third, it probably wouldn't be quite enough. Now I've got the 1342 gearing on here. Let's see. Oh, let's try third. All right, we're in third. Might get a little bit boggy. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, boy, am I glad I got the skid plate. There's a lot of rocks in here. Normally on these main trails that I ride, the rocks get cleared off if one happens to pop up, because they get ridden a lot. This one does not get used a lot, so everything's in it. All right, I'm going back down to second gear. Third was okay, but some of these areas where it's a little bit gnarly, it wasn't quite enough. not too muddy, which will change here shortly when the rainy season kicks into full gear, which it's creeping up on it right now. I guess technically I'm in the rainy season, but it hasn't started. Ouch. A lot of tree branches down, hanging low. Look at these rocks, look at these ruts. I think maybe the left side might be better than the right side, but hey, yeah, see that barbed wire fence? That's gonna be definitely private property on that side. Look right there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. It's a big cobweb. I see 1, 2 banana spiders in there. There might be more. Those suckers get huge. All right, I gotta go back to standing up. Yeah, second gear. Oh, banana spider right in the face. Shoot. Let me look, make sure there's not one on the helmet. Those jokers, they get to be about, I've seen those things get as big as your hand. I'm gonna stand back up again and risk it. Risk another banana spider to the face. So for my kind of riding down here, this trail is actually more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more of a trail, an off-road trail than most of the stuff. Most of the stuff are pretty, you could almost call them roads. I just crossed that tree branch back there, tree limb, I guess. It was narrow, you know, it was maybe only a couple inches in diameter. But if any of you have ever watched Woodsman Adventures, there's a Woodsman's channel. Oh, look at that. I think that's gonna go up to the private property. I still see fence there, or the trail goes that way. But out of curiosity, I gotta see. No. There's the fence still. So anyway, back to Woodsman Adventures. He just got him a new 300L, Honda CRF 300L. He's known for his CRF 250L videos, right? And at one time he had gotten an Africa Twin and then regretted it. And went back to the CRF 250L. Well, that's when I started watching him, is when I had my Honda. Because of course I do like every other doofus in the world. I decide I want to buy something and I go watch videos about it and read forums about it and yada yada. So anyway, what's my point? My point is the other day he was making a 300F video riding after work. And if you're familiar with him, he really rides conservatively. Of course, he's an older guy. He's older than me. I want to say he's probably 50, 55 years old, maybe even older. I don't know. I don't know if he's ever said. But anyway, he rides conservatively. He rides 2 up with his wife sometimes, you know, and I'll be the first to admit that sometimes when I watch his videos, it's like, come on, dude, crack that throttle. Well, the other day, for whatever reason, maybe the Honda CRF 300L is, you know, it's new and exciting, and he wanted to have a little fun on it, but he's going down trails like I usually ride. They were more or less dirt roads, but they're trails like I usually ride, and he's going 50, 55, 45 miles an hour on them. Oh, look. He gets to this one section of a trail that kind of looks like this. You know, it's a little rough. Stuff's down, trees are down. and he comes across a tree like the one I just went over. And he decides that he's gonna, he slows up to it. He's like, oh look, a tree jump. And he creeps up to it and bounces the front tire up off over it, and it was rainy like it is here. And the rear wheel the tire decides to slip, and down he goes. Now I've never seen him fall before. This trail's getting really shitty. I'd never seen him fall before, because he, like I said, still no spider, he rides conservatively. But I'll be honest with you, and I was going to comment it, but I didn't feel like I wanted to pile on. I was surprised that he didn't go down earlier in the video, because he was riding, to me, what appeared to be way above his normal comfort level. I was a little bit concerned about him. I was worried that he might go down hard at 40 or 50 miles an hour. And, that's a fear that I've got for myself. So why wouldn't I have it for him? He's older than I am. Fortunately, he didn't. And when he went over that log and his tire slipped out and he went down, he was okay. Nothing got damaged on the bike. Nothing got damaged on Frank. And, everything's worked out okay. But I had thought of that just now when I came up to that first little log that was crossing the road. I thought of Frank. And I thought about, would I do the same thing? Maybe. I see markers up there. What are these? Somebody's on flags. Why? Could this be a trail marker? Could it be that there's going to be a fence or something ahead? I don't know. But I don't want to find out at 30 miles an hour either, so I'll tread cautiously here for a little bit. I keep getting bits of that spider web on my nose. Oh, another choice. I got three options. I can go that way, I can go straight ahead over there, or I can continue along this fence line. I'm gonna go straight ahead. This looks somewhat familiar. I don't recall being down it, but it looks a little familiar. This might actually take me out by that little, pit that I ride around. And if it does, that means that I had been on that trail before, just not that far down it. Because back there just now when I had the three options to take and the one option, now if I go right, my little pit should be right up the road. When I had the option to go left, the option to go straight, or the option to continue along the fence line, if my pit is right there, then I've come down this trail before and I've taken the fence line, and it comes out further up the road up there. So that's good to know. That was a fun little trail for, you know, the things that I'm used to compared like this. Now this is not bad, but it's smooth. There's no trees down across it. The worst thing you might get sometimes is a little bit of a pothole. Like there. And here's my pit. Okay, good. Yeah, I've been on that. So anyway, that was it. That's good to know. I got to get a little bit of a challenging ride in today, more so than usual. And I'm just gonna probably head home before I get rained out. That spider web, man, that thing was nasty. Okay, oh good, the bag stayed on. I got my new luggage rack on there. The bag is bungee cord down. So that stayed nice and tight, that's good. Excellent. Okay, that's it everybody. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for going along that little trail ride with me today. I'm gonna be doing my video. I had planned on doing it last week. I am gonna do it tonight of the radiator guards getting installed. So I got some proper protection up here. And that's it, I'll bring you back for that. That'll be coming out soon. Thanks for watching everyone. Ride safe. Peace out.